Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Sagittarius reading. May 31st is the blue moon of this full moon, the second full moon in the month of May, which is the definition of this infrequent occurrence, hence the expression once in a blue moon. It's also considered a micro moon because Sagittarius, the constellation that the moon is located in, the opposite from the sun, is so distant that the moon itself appears much smaller than what we are used to seeing in the sky. This is going to impact you in the area of your community effort, activity, the way others see you, the role that you're expected to play in the world. So this has career impact for you. I'm going to start with the energy archaeology card, and I will read from the guidebook the card Inheritance. Inheritance is the material possessions and money handed down within a lineage. You also inherit energy, blessings, burdens, gifts and traumas, privileges and responsibilities. It may feel like there are strings attached, but you have a choice of what to do with what you inherit. Once it is given to you, it is yours. It's not enough to set aside what you've received as if it's on a shelf in a closet out of sight. It's your responsibility to unpack your inheritance. Only then can you direct how it works for you and for those around you. Your energetic alignment with what you inherit is your legacy, the way you live your life, the trauma you perpetuate or transmute, the frequency you align with, and the healing you do for yourself and others. At the end of your life, this is what will have mattered. And along with that is the peace card. I'm a being of love. I release all negative energy. Well, this is precisely the inheritance that you are activating, Pisces, in your life at this time. This feels as though I'm speaking to those of you that work in some kind of a healing modality, including education, healing of all sorts, traditional and non-traditional, parenting, any way in which peace and healing are promoted is the legacy that is being looked at today. In the present, the Six of Pentacles describes the way that you are balancing out your energies in your current life. It feels as though you are directing your agreements in a way that will benefit your ability to distribute the resources that you have accumulated or that you have to offer. So you're in a position of sharing resources with others and negotiating agreements in order to do that, to determine who is deserving, who is in need, in a way that you can remedy through your services. So this is really about not just balance and equity, fairness for others, but this is about a kind of harmony and balance you've achieved within yourself. And that harmony hinges on the ability to ask for what you want, to be clear about your desires, to understand that whatever setting you're in, what you desire is what initiates the agreement and ensures that what you desire does not get lost in the compromises you reach. In the past, the Temperance card. So you have, I'm feeling a lot of you are quite young. And of course, others of you are not so young, but this is really about the way in which you have always been able to weather what others would call storms, disasters, catastrophes, the roller coaster of life. Somehow this is something you take as natural, something that you can gracefully respond to. There is no sense of calamity or damage that I am picking up from those of you that have been through a lot. And throughout it, you have learned to be graceful, calm, to maintain your sense of humility, and to be compassionate in all ways, particularly towards yourself. Understanding that peace is only promoted by peace. You have to be a being of peace, a being of love, in order uh, to be able to promote that in the world. And there's some internal or inherited sense of faith, trust in the world that has always been available to you and has helped you to maintain that grace under fire. And in the future, we have the Ten of Cups. I feel like, as I have often felt with the Pisces Collective, that many of you are no stranger to alternative living arrangements, to alternative communities, or some of you were raised in an alternative kind of community, a communal environment where the needs of many were considered as part of the well-being of an entity, a group, a community, a family. So I feel as though you are identifying ways in which your work can contribute to not only communities that exist, but the building of communities. In other words, empowering communities to understand the resources that they share and how best to leverage those. It feels very specific. So Pisces, if this is resonating with you so far, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all the ways in which you support me. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards for the Temperance in the past. Something just flipped over. Oh dear. Oh well, I'll just keep going. And oh, there it is. The Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. And for the Six of Pentacles in the present, 2 cards, please. There's the King of Cups. Again, oh no, not a repeat. And the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. And for the Ten of Cups in the future, 2 cup cards, please. We have the Strength card and the Two of Cups. That's the first one I saw. That's the one I will take. Okay. So you water signs are getting a strong dosage of courage, strength, fortitude, the ability to believe in your capacity to improve the world, improve your life. In the past, the Temperance card clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. There's a way in which you have done some extensive healing work. This can be, for those of you that I'm sensing are younger, a way in which you learn to survive the catastrophes, the storms, the turbulence of your childhood, your formative years, growing up, your family of origin. Doesn't mean that there were all bad things, but you learn to cope by going within and interrogating your own responsibility in relationships or events that were failed or unfulfilling or disappointing in some way. That formulated a spiritual foundation for you. And so this is telling me that you have had some spiritual training, exposure, that you came from a household where faith was foundational, and that from that experience of faith, you were supported to access your abundance, your personal abundance, as a part of appreciating the universal bounty that exists, as part of living as a human on the planet. You recognize that your opportunity came from the gratitude, this faith foundation that you experienced growing up. And this is what got you through a lot. It can have been the family itself that survived a lot of changes, a lot of disruptions or challenges, but you didn't experience them as bad things. They all appeared to be a confirmation of the faith that was foundational to your family structure. And you've actually seen this faith produce abundance in your life, some kind of abundance that is still a model for you. In the present, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Wands and the King of Cups. So there's some super, super benevolent authority in your life. It can be a mentor. It can be a parent. It is someone who supports. It can be a grandparent, since inheritance was the initial energetic flow that we're talking about here, that we're dealing with. So this is an ancestor for sure. Someone who has kind of pulled you through the path you're working on at this time, who always encouraged you, who always supported you, who did whatever was necessary to get you to and through the place that you are now. And as that place, you are one who is extremely mature, extremely deft and comfortable at dealing with the anxiety that others express in their need. So, of course, when you're in need, there is a lot of anxiety that becomes in and of itself a super stressor and can empower all kinds of fears and random thoughts of disempowerment when you're in a position of feeling disempowered and vulnerable. You've really learned how to work with that, to reassure others. This is why it's part of the work that you do. You know how to address that, how to articulate that, and how to support those that are working to empower, advocate, identify needs, and cure them in some way. You may be a supervisor at your work. You may be in a position of some kind of administrative power. You can be the authority. This can be you and your own business. In the future, the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Two of Cups and the Strength card. This is the second time in my memory that I'm thinking about a personal connection evolving out of the work that you do. The work that you do perhaps is guided by a mentor. And it's certainly the ancestors are already part of the support that you've long experienced, that you continue to identify. But there is a strong bond that is occurring through your work, through this deeper connection that you're able to make with individuals among your clients, students, customers, whoever it is that you are serving, that helps you to helps others to move forward into this place of making a connection that helps them unite as a team to move towards a goal of improvement, of deeper connection, of utilizing these resources to a greater purpose of unity. So this is you teaching others how to unite among themselves in order to access this resource that you understand is a part of their power, empowerment, and ability to be self-determining. This is something you do by personal example as well as some programmatic intervention that you are presenting or introducing into a community. This can be a broader kind of institutional program that can be applied to a number of communities or regions in the world, or it can be a particular instance or opportunity that you are accessing now. From that can emerge a powerful partnership that allows you to do this work in a more and more supported way. And it does seem to me that support, funding, the mechanisms required to do this work are also forthcoming, but that you can do them without the traditional funding that perhaps an organization or institution you're working with has relied on in the past. The pulling back of some of those funds does not jeopardize this project. It may shrink it somewhat. It may make it more personal, but that does not stop the work from moving forward. So I'm going to finish this reading, Pisces, with a Language of Flowers oracle, and what popped out was the cactus flower, endurance. Hold on, you can do this. I love this reading for you, Pisces. Wishing you well. Thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time, namaste.